Hello, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me clearly. So let's just dive and start with a simple thought of I hope everybody did some form of relaxation yesterday, and let me know through those messages whether you did, you didn't do. If you did, how did it feel, and what really showed up for you? Was it something that's of value? Or was it something that you felt, okay, it doesn't really matter. I'm just relaxing. How can that help me heal and, make me fine? So please put up all those out there so that I know today how deeper I can take you guys. So before we begin, right now, I would request that, we all should come back in that one unified energy. So let's simply, wherever you are, if you're not driving and doing something that requires your eyes to be open, please close your eyes and just observe. Okay, again, like yesterday, observe how your posture is. Remember the way you sit, your posture, okay? It is one of the simple signal of you being kind to your body. So if you really want to be kind to your body, be aware of how your posture is. Okay, sit erect, chin relaxed, mind relaxed, and just observe the flood of thoughts that are pouring in. Yeah, we've had a beautiful day, or let's say whatever form of day, but at this moment, what are the thoughts that are coming in? Simply observe. Let them flow. Just observe, let them pass. Observe very, very gently now, moving on to your breath. Try moving the lower part of your chest when you're breathing now. Don't let those shoulders stoop in. Sit tall. Sit comfortably. But let that breath move. Take this pause. Do you recollect today during the day, were there any moments that you took a pause? If not, or if you did, right now expand that pause. When you take this pause, your breath, your body is truly grateful to you because you're checking in. You're really knowing what you're thinking. And whatever you're thinking, is it something serving you? Is it something of great importance? Or does it need to just flow and go away? Let it go. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Let the residue, let the toxins move out. Remember, when you exhale, toxins move out. So very gently with me, inhale with a smile and exhale with a smile. Inhale and observe, does your breath give that momentary pause? Exhaling, observe, is there a pause? Inhale and exhale, just observe. Even your breath gives a pause. Even your heart, focus on your heartbeat right now. Even your heart is beating with a pause. Don't let the breath go shallow. Breathe in deep and breathe out deep. This is a time to slow down. Just observe what's happening inside your body, not outside. We've any which ways entire day, were you aware what your 5 sensory organs did today? Which ones were overloaded? Right now, observe which was overloaded and give it that sense of relaxation. Be in awareness. Is it your eyes, ears? What did you use most? And accordingly, cup your eyes, palm your eyes, or shut your ears. Do those 5 breaths. I don't want me to direct you. I want you to be in the awareness. Which one needs to be relaxed? Go very slow. Just observe. Just be so grateful at this moment to this beautiful body, to your health. Focus on the beautiful words you can think about right now for your body, for your life. Remember the words that we use and the thoughts that we think create our reality, right? That's our world. Think that how beautifully blessed I am to have this body. Beautifully blessed I am that I can hear. I have these 5 beautiful sensory organs supporting me, a beautiful brain, heart and lungs, my gut bacteria, my beautiful, beautiful mind, arms and legs. Just a lot of gratitude for everything that happened today. Everything, yes, because there's something that's serving me from that. And what is not, just throw it out, let it go. Don't even waste a single second thinking or remembering. Breathe in and breathe out as much as you can slowly now. And be so grateful to this magical, magical breath, to the magical, magical you. Just keep saying thank you, and a thank you. I am so blessed. Let's use words like I am blessed. I am lucky. I'm the most amazing thing in the world for me. I have a beautiful heart. The fact that I'm attending something like this means I want to enrich myself. I'm so blessed that I think like this. Just observe how you feel now. Have your sense of awareness, your muscle movement. Observe, is your mind, body relaxed? Tell your mind, I am relaxed. Tell your body, I'm relaxed. I'm so grateful for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whenever you feel ready, either with the cupping of your eyes or simply with a smile, you can open your eyes. Come back to this body, come back to yourself and observe. Observe your state of mind. Just be in gratitude and how blessed we are. So Shilpa, I want to know from you, did anybody practice the relaxation? And if they did, is there anything that they would like to share? Like through you.
Doctor, firstly, thank you for this exercise right now. I would invite everybody. In fact, I saw some people on video. We were really into the process. So please share the current exercises experience. And after about yesterday, we did get a comment on the Telegram group from Satya Prakash. He said, yes, he did the exercise and it was very relaxing for him. His entire day was very relaxing. And then, of course, on the group yesterday, we had a lot of people who said that they were feeling relaxed, they felt wonderful. And of course, we had Shruti on the call yesterday who shared that her daughter does the sensory relaxation exercise before school and she feels happy and energetic. So, everyone, if you have missed that on yesterday's call, do check out the call replay. We will share the page after this call. So, do check that out. And about today's process, do let us know on the group.
Yes, please, because you know why I stress so much on pausing or relaxation is, I gave you an experience, but I could not explain that a lot in detail. When we think about relaxation, and I mentioned about sleep, okay, relaxation and sleep are different. But if you want to enjoy a great night of sleep, and when you give during the day these momentary pauses, okay, what are we doing? We're actually checking in. We're aware what's really happening. Even right now, when you're sitting, there are, you're flooded with thoughts. We are just zillions and zillions of thoughts. So when we just take that pause, that moment to connect, and simply just check in what's happening, we are aware that what are we thinking? And is this thought serving me well? And believe me, the way we think, we have a hormone called as cortisol. It's a stress hormone. That keeps shooting up. If that keeps shooting up, what is your body going to think? It's under stress, right? And when body is under stress, or when you are under stress, even if the key is kept right in front of you and you're looking for that key everywhere around, because there's so much chaos here and here. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do we all get stressed? Is there anybody who will say, I don't? Then I want to take a session from that person.
Doctor,
Okay.
I was just going to ask you, do you get stressed or no?
Of course I do. Okay, of course.
Yes,
See,
doctor.
the idea is being aware as to what you're feeling rather than just being, oh, I don't feel this. Keeping on rejecting what you're feeling. No, be aware. I never told suppress it. When the thoughts are coming, I said, let them flow. Don't say, you know what, just get out. Always remember these thoughts are coming for a reason. It's a child shouting out loud. But what happens when we don't do these pauses and we use sleep as a way to release the stress? That's why before sleeping, when we don't do the sleep ritual, we get the sleep is not really doing the work that it needs to do. And today's sleep itself is bigger problem. All right. And more importantly, those 7-8 hours of sleep is very crucial. Yeah, you know why? Because during the day, your brain is active. All right. Your circulatory system is active. But during the night, I spoke yesterday about something called as lymphatics, lymph, and your liver is superly active. So when you're not sleeping well, your liver can't purify your blood. All right. So please understand that when I talk about sleep, these relaxation tools play a very important role when it comes to sleep. Otherwise, what is your sleep doing? Only the job of all the stress that you accumulated during the day, and it didn't have an outlet. It all starts playing in your mind when you're sleeping. I have written like articles and a book on sleep. That is how crucial and important sleep is. And I call sleep sunshine sleep because sleep is actually the best form of meditation. Why? Because the thoughts that you sleep with will be churned for the 7-8 hours. And when you will you'll wake up with those beautiful thoughts. So the first thing, here I'm not just telling you why it is important. I am also going to tell you 3 or 4 simple tools what you can adopt. Okay. Please do your sensory relaxation. If you can't do anything during the day, at least before you sleep, try to just completely shut off. Do those 5 or 6 minutes of the exercise that I showed you. All right. After that, you know what you can do is just tell a lot of thank yous. Thank your sleep, because your sleep does wonders. If 1 or 2 nights when you don't sleep well, you will notice just you can't think correctly. You know the reason why? Because during the night, your sleep is doing again cleaning and storing. When you're not sleeping well, it's neither cleaning nor storing the information that you studied. All right. So if you want to be super intelligent, super creative, super sharp, if that's something that attracts you, please prioritize, a gratitude list for your sleep because it does so much magic. I can go like hours talking about it, but the idea is prioritize it. All right. And the priority list, sleep will only get higher when you relax your body every now and then. What is the second thing? Okay, this is very simple. Please take a warm water bath. This is before your sensory relaxation, before you're on the bed. What does warm bath do? Release. First, when you clean your body physically, you're also cleaning your body mentally. Because you've seen in the shower, we are all in a different phase. And thankfully, in the shower, we can't take our phone. Yeah, we take our phone everywhere except in the shower. All right. So prioritize that time for really cleaning your system, really letting your system go. In yoga, we had this kriya called Jalniti, which I do every morning. And the idea is when I'm cleaning that, I'm also cleaning here. So anything that you do physically, attach an emotional angle to it and do things that come easy to you, even if it is the best thing in the world. Okay. But if it doesn't come easy to you, that habit won't sustain. Okay. And I'll explain why that happens as well. The third thing that you can do is massage your feet. Okay. Take time out. Please connect to your body, massage your palms. All the acupressure, I've studied acupressure, acupuncture, or everything is here. You don't need always to go to some external. Yeah, how difficult it is to simply do this. Don't just watch me. Do it. Yeah. You never know what points get pressed. Okay. There's a reason, and you can just keep pressing and pressing throughout the session. You can do this. Now, why do I give these simple tips? Because you can do this anywhere in the world. You're not dependent on a yoga mat or an exercise routine or your something dark room and quietness. No. Can you do this anywhere and everywhere? Absolutely. Yeah. Are your fingers present everywhere? Yes. Okay. Now, these are simple things. Of course, you can put some lovely aroma, cool down your room, have a beautiful conversation, settle. Okay. When I say give yourself the permission to sleep, yes, you need to tell this to your body. You know what, body? Relax. I give you the permission to really, really go and have a beautiful time of sleep. Body, time out. I've really used you, but now relax yourself. Get yourself into the zone of beautiful, magical dream state. All right. Please do this, for a couple of days before you sleep. It just needs 10 to 15 minutes of your 24 hours. All right. But prioritize this. Don't use your cell phone and emit those lights inside because you're only confusing your system. Those beautiful melatonin hormone won't secrete. If this one won't secrete, your beautiful serotonin won't secrete in the morning. So please understand, our body works in a beautiful circular, cyclical way. You can't be okay. It doesn't matter how I slept today in the morning, let me do a lot of affirmation and this and that. Why work so hard when your night can be so easy? And the morning you wake up with affirmative thoughts. You wake up with beautiful, magical thoughts in your mind. All right. So please do these simple, simple tips. Now I'm going to ask you, everybody, a question. on stress. All right. So what is stress and where do you feel stress? I really want everybody to take a moment, close your eyes. All right. Just observe, where do you feel stress? Is stress only psychological? Is it only in your mind? Or is it also biological? When you're stressed, what really happens? Does your eyes get very heavy? Is there dryness of the mouth? Is there strain on your neck? Does your heart beat faster? Do you get sweaty palms? Do you get any muscle contraction, pains and aches on your shoulders, neck, calf muscles? Just observe, what truly happens to you when you are stressed. And I want everybody, after you finished, that is it, where in your body does it show up? Where is it felt? So we clearly know that mind and body are so beautifully connected. Whether is it your gut that feels it? Where do you really feel stress? I would love everybody to type out that answer as to where is it that you're feeling this.
Yes, doctor, we have started getting responses. Dipsa says she feels it in her throat and lungs and she feels breathless. S says pain increases in their upper back and they also get a headache and eyes also get heavy. And people are still tapping, doctor. And I, when I'm stressed, I feel it around my chest area. And uh, more responses are coming. Maybe Dr. Sheila feels it in her chest. Delbo gets a migraine, and Satyaprakash somewhere feels in the middle of the back. So very different areas of the
Right,
body.
right. So, but today, when we think about stress, we think, I am not reacting like this. Why is this person reacting like this, right? What may be stressful for one may be very easy. Like today, if a situation shows up, I can be like absolutely cool like a cucumber. And for somebody, it might be like the biggest thing in the world, right? So the idea here is not just that it's not just psychological, but also biological. But along with that, when you're stressed, you need to be very respectful of the thought that what may be very easy to me may be very, very, very difficult for somebody. Okay. So when we go into the wrongness, then what is wrong with this person? We need to be really, really careful because we clearly know what might be very, very difficult for somebody, might be easy for me, but might be very, very difficult for me, might be very easy for somebody else. All right. So that's the first point. Now, the second, how many thoughts keep flooding in our minds? What kind of words we keep using every day? Are you aware during the day what kind of thoughts and words you used? How many times did you use words like, I'm so blessed? This is a beautiful day. Oh, universe, I'm ready to create magic. And how many times were your mind focused on worry, anxiety? When we see our loved ones in pain, there's so much of anxiety. So, what are we constantly shooting? Cortisol. So, the idea here is not to not feel it. But when you're anxious, right? Do we love being anxious? No. But anxiety is telling us something. So when it is showing up, be aware. Because where is it going to catch up? In the different spaces which you are most susceptible and not using it. Now, this most easy thing that you can do is, now this is an old way of pattern, right? Now in our brain, we have neurons, right? Zillions and billions and how many neurons? They keep firing day in and day out like we have no idea. It's a beautiful electrical machine that is happening. So when there is so much electrical impulses, what do you think is going to happen? And there's so much electricity, or when you think of a light bulb, what shows up is heat, right? Acid gets accumulated in our body. So what is the best way? to reduce this acid or heat in our body? Think about it. One of the tool I've already given you guys. Okay, I want you to think, when there's heat, there is so much of acid in our body. What does acid do? Burning. Somebody spoke about gastric issues, right? One of the symptoms is burning. And I told her, what are you burning? It's not just on the physical. So when there is heat and so much of acid, what is it that you need to do? Cool your system down. What is the best way? One of it is relaxation. Second is your movement. And when I say movement, I don't mean move like the power yoga or go crazy sweating. No. When I talk about movement, if there is an old way of being, okay, today I want everybody to try this. How do we walk? We usually walk straight. When was the last you walked backwards? Do you remember? When was the last you walked sideways? So today, when you go back home or when you are at home, or if you want to do even on the call, just go sideways. Walk throughout your house sideways. All right? Go back and come back. All right? And I'm so loud that you can hear me in every part of your home. Or maybe do that in your room. Just walk sideways. When I say sideways means that's 1 foot, other foot, 1 foot, other foot, 1 foot, other foot. And come back in the same fashion. And observe what is really happening. Are you more aware? Are you enjoying learning something like this? We walk. Have you seen children? Anything they do, you'll not see children just walk. They are jumping, they're swinging. Anything and everything is like an awe and wonder. Why as adults, we've forgotten to be like children. And that is why I say we have to learn from them, not teach them. All right? So when you do this so-called movement, just to observe how your mind feels. Okay? Your mind, it can't be distracted, right? That's why when you learn a new skill, a new habit. So when we say, you know what, I want to release this old habit, what you can do is create a new one. How will you release the old habit? When you create something new first. All right. In that time, when you know it's a time when, you know what, I have to do a certain duty. It is a certain stress. So fair enough. If you can't get out of it. But can you add something energizing? Can you add something fun? Can you add something enjoyable? You can't change what's happening outside, right? But we know what we are internal, that's what our universe is externally, right? That's why there are switch words. Be aware of the words you speak, because that starts creating and being in our reality, all right? So the third and the most simple thing that you can do is the kind of food you eat. But I'm going to keep the food topic till the end, right? Because food is so long that I want, and it's so interesting that, when I spoke about fatty acid, your neurons, your myelin sheet is covered with fatty acid. And when you're craving those crunchy, deep fried food, which especially happens in the evenings, is because your body is totally gone. And then the only thing it craves for is that, deep fried food. And you know why it craves that? Because the body needs a lot of energy. But what are we doing? We're not giving it the right form of energy. So I'll explain a lot about food in the end when, we've done the Q&A and we let the food topic so that I know what is really showing up for everybody. Now, the last and the most simple thing that you can also do is sleep well, breathe well, because the best way to conserve your energy is breathe slowly, and the way you breathe is not when you're sitting like this and like that, all right? It's always when you sit erect. It's always when you move. You'll observe when you move, no? Your breath automatically feels nice, right? I can't sit in one place. And for me, when Corona hit, doing these Zoom calls, the only difficult part was movement. So what I would do is, I would take that 5 minute of break between my sessions so that I could jump, so that I could dance. So I always have that 5 minute break to connect to me, right? I can't keep telling you to connect to yourself if I can't, right? So Shilpa, now you can tell me if there are any more questions, answers on stress.
On stress, doctor, people have responded to different areas in the body where the stress manifests, and it is really amazing how the experience is different for each one of us. And there are a couple of very interesting questions, doctor, which takes us back to what you had shared with us yesterday about big labels about the ailment. So we've got a couple of questions. They actually need help in dealing with these situations. So you let me know if you would like to speak with them. And I want to tell everybody that doctor just mentioned she has some really simple, easy tips which are food related, and she is going to share with us today. And doctor, I also want to thank you about what you just shared about sleep and relaxation. Nothing of this I cannot think that we cannot do, So really thank you for that. So Dr. Gulnar is here with us today, and they have joined for the first time, and they're from Toronto, Canada. They have asked that can you give an insight about how we can deal with high blood pressure and vertigo?
Okay. Um, so, when we think about blood pressure or vertigo, right? Remember, I spoke about ears. Yeah? You guys remember? So, is hearing one of
Yes,
the sound? And, this organ, believe me, is so underrated, but so fabulous, right? If there's a little bit of an issue here, we go crazy, right? Because this is our sense of balance. We were only born with two natural fears: fear of loud sounds and fear of fall. And both are related to what? Ears. All right. So one of the simple, all right, now when we talk about blood pressure and vertigo, there are multiple factors. But just to give her a very, very simple solution that she can start right away is the exercise that I said: rub around your ears, pinch, really massage, you know, take that time. When we say massage, no, it's about taking that time out. When we enter a spa, we don't we know this is the time for that massage, right? In the same way, when you are massaging yourself, truly take that time, and if possible, close your eyes, because understand, if we shut our eyes, we conserve 83%, and this 13% will feel so nice. All right. So close your eye and truly massage. See, I stopped talking. Did you observe? I can't talk and do this because for me, this is like my time with my body, and this is so special. This time with my body is so special. When we think about doing something, we think, Acha, chalo, let's just do this. And there is one thing of, let's just do this. You understand? It's as simple. So before you energize your ears, energize your fingers, press all the possible points. All right. Whatever. Go with your awareness. Don't need anybody else's. You know where you feel the stress, right? I couldn't tell you this is where you feel the stress. Who could say you? All right. So now what is blood pressure? All right. What do you think blood pressure is? Your blood is moving under. This is what is happening. All right. Now, why does this happen? Two or three important reasons. One, of course, the food. All right, plays a very important role, because when we are overburdening our system, when our gut is not clear, where is it going to ultimately go? Go it inside our blood, and blood gets very, very sticky and starts blocking. All right. Now, what will happen when you eat those deep fried milk, wheat, all these greasy, sticky things? It's going to stop. Yeah, there are going to be blocks. So will the blood move easily, or will it be very difficult and move under pressure? Right? Now that is on a physical aspect. Now, in the same way as I spoke about stress, your heart beating faster, right? You're getting palpitation, breathlessness, choking, sweaty palms. What are all these symptoms of, again, the blood moving under a lot of strain? So please try to adopt these relaxation tools. Please do the sensory relaxation, do your physical rest, but don't forget your digestive rest. Because when your gut bacteria, when your gut is clear and gut bacteria are happy, you know what's going to happen? Your blood is going to be very, very rich with nutrients and oxygen. And when there is great amount of that, your brain is going to receive maximum energy. And what is going to happen? Everything is going to flow beautifully well here. Where are your ears here? We have a nerve trigeminal, right? Connected here. There's so many trigeminal massages today because everybody knows overuse of this and this. So we're trying to calm these down. Shut your ears, connect to yourself, and you'll truly observe doing these simple relaxation breath work will not just, solve your vertigo and blood pressure, but even work on your calmness. You'll suddenly feel more easy. You'll suddenly feel, I am so relaxed. I'm not doing anything, but I'm feeling relaxed. Because when we overburden our physical and mental bodies, I hope simple tips.
Absolutely, doctor. In fact, we've got some comments, doctor, new comments. They have asked about different health issues like uncontrolled hypothyroid, low BP, and tinnitus. So, doctor, what do you say that if we start relaxing and if we start sleeping well, is that the first step that can be taken for these kind of big label issues that we all face? So what can you tell these our participants who have shared this about their health issues?
You know what I will say? First step is take up what you like to do and what is very easy for you to do. All right. Very easy for you to do. Because when we take up something that's easy, we will make sure we do this. All right. Now, moving sideways was easy. But for some who has a knee pain, it's the most difficult thing. Right. So, what can you do? You can do something like this. Or maybe if you brushed your teeth with right hand, move your left hand. Right. Opposite side of your body. Do something new. All right. It's the first thing that I would tell you. Change your habit loop. Okay. The best way to changing that habit is doing something that falls very, very comfortable for you. All right. If let's say relaxation you'll say, I don't want to do it. I don't enjoy it. I don't take up a habit of food. Maybe take up a habit of breathing. Maybe take up the habit of movement, right? What is hypothyroidism, right? Unnecessary body is craving and body ko hum chabuk se maar rahe hain, right? It's like this horse being whipped and whipped and whipped, right? What we really need to do, what are our hormones? How many of us know hormones only when they're not functioning well, right? We know of all hormones that are not functioning well. So do you ever eat your food thinking I'm eating for hormones? Ever? No, we always think, acha, this food, good food, bad food. There's no good and bad food. There is a balance of nourishment with pleasure. So in the same way, when it's here, balance, right? Everything needs balance. We have taste buds for a reason. I will tell you, go and eat sweets, sweet fruits. You will hate sweet fruits. Then how are you going to eat that sweet fruit? With disgust. All right. So the first step is pick up a habit, pick up a new thing of the whole, toolkit that I'm giving, the one that feels easiest to you. All right. Now, relaxation is one of the most simple tool according to me. Now, that's my point of view. All right. But if food change is easy, breath work is easy, movement is easy, probably meditating is easy. Pick up something that you love. Learn a new dance form. Don't think I'm 80, I'm 60, I'm 50. Oh my God, become like a 5-year-old for everything. All right. Don't have this thing that I am 60 and people need to listen to me. The day we change that, everything shifts. All right. When I used to get patients who were 60 or some so-called big, professionals, I would feel, oh, how are they going to listen to me? But I would forget that I'm not here as a younger and they being elder. We are just same. All right. In the same way, even if you're 50, 60, think that, what, how can I be like a 5-year-old today? What can I learn today rather than just imparting my knowledge? When we have that attitude of learning, even towards our body, things truly start shifting. All right. So pick up something that's easy. Food will play a very important role here because food is something that's a lot yet in our head. All right. And when we clean our system, which I'll tell you in the end, we will truly understand that when this happens through food, you will really, really want to take up more habits, more and more habits. They say, right, when you choose an organic life or organic food, you actually are choosing organic lifestyle. Somebody very close to me told me this, and it just stuck here. All right. So pick up something that feels easy, lighter to you. Laugh, jump, dance. Your body is going to be happy. The idea is to be happy with who you are. Be free with who you want to be rather than telling people. I don't know why am I repeating this. Maybe it's for a lot of people out here that we need to stop telling people what to do and start being what we want to be. That is something that's coming to my awareness constantly, and as I'm repeating this. So please, everybody, learn from our children, a 5-year-old granddaughter or a daughter, or even anybody on who's there in your life. Let's learn from them.
Sounds amazing, Doctor. I'm going to think what I'm going to start today onwards. Thank you for that, Doctor. And Dr. Abhi had shared his question on the group. In fact, I would like to check if Abhi, if you want to come online and speak with Doctor, he has a very interesting question related to the work that you do. So, Abhi, if you're there on Zoom, you raise your hand and we'll get you on with Doctor. Dr. Abhi has asked that he has been diagnosed with onset glaucoma for past 2 years and is facing a lot of stress due to work and personal challenges. So he's asking that the workshop which you're doing, will it help him reverse his glaucoma and help him sleep better? And also he's facing challenges in reducing his weight. Doctor, would you like to speak with him? He's here.
Sure, otherwise I can even join.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Dr. Abhijit here.
Tell me, Abhijit, how are you?
I'm fine.
That's
Well, see, I have...
fabulous thing to say that I'm fine in spite of so many problems. So that's a very nice thing to say.
Your voice is really soothing and calming.
Oh, thank you.
You got a voice like an angel, actually.
Oh, you made me very happy. Thank you.
Okay. Now, yeah, as I mentioned in my comments, like for the last 2 years, I've been diagnosed with onset glaucoma. So, my eyes get tired really fast, and I have a lot of...
Were you there yesterday?
Yeah,
sorry.
I was there.
Did you do the sensory relaxation?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right.
Like, I'm constantly on a medication for the glaucoma because I also have dry eye syndrome, and my eyes are so dry that I can't sit in an AC room for even more than half an hour. Even when I drive my car, I have to constantly keep on switching the AC on and off. Otherwise, my eyes feel really dry and pulling in, एकदम खींची खींची सी और बहुत तकलीफ होती है. I can't, stay with the AC for longer periods of time. And yeah, there is a lot of stress which is accumulated because of my personal challenges and work-related pressure, because of which I'm not able to sleep properly for the last 2 to 3 years. I end up waking at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. Even if I do sleep for 6 hours straight, I get up feeling really like a truck has rolled over me. I feel really tired. I have constant aches and pains in my body, like my knee joint is paining, my ankles are paining, my back is paining. And most importantly, I've been trying to get my weight in check. And for the last 1.5 years, my weight is not budging at all. I've tried keto diet, I tried intermittent fasting, low carb, high protein, but nothing seems to work. I don't know why. So I would like to know like whether this workshop will help me solve all of these issues. And
Okay.
yes, I've been constipated ever since I can remember. I have really a hard time, getting a clear stomach.
Okay. I'm going to start with questioning you. What do you think? First, what do you think is happening to you? What is your system telling you?
See, I try to go on diets, but I have a lot of
No. What is your system telling you?
the
Is
system is telling me that something is, it is
exhausted,
yeah.
exhausted. That is why now it's gone and attacked your joints. All right.
Okay.
When we think about weight, all right, understand when your body is under so much stress, fat will start accumulating. Why? Because fat is
Okay.
your protector. All right. So even though, and that's why I said a horse being whipped, all right, you're constantly whipping yourself up. When you don't sleep well, your liver is not being able to purify, your system is not clean. You get up and again get on the move. What is happening? Your body does not have that brake pedal. It's that accelerator, right? Even your breath needs that pause. Would this workshop help? You tell me. Rather than me telling you, I would want you to tell me. All right. I talk about trusting my body. Do you
Okay.
trust your body? And are you ready to prioritize your body?
Yeah, actually, there were a few questions which I wanted to ask you. Like right now, I'm doing a keto diet and I've noticed a few weight loss. And I find that eating less carbohydrate makes me feel better.
Okay.
So does that mean that it suits me? Like, is my body agreeing to that? Or
Food, I'm going to talk a lot in detail.
okay.
As much as possible, all right? Whether it's keto, paleo, Atkins, intermittent, clocks, all of that, right? So as I mentioned, when we think about weight as well, right? What is really happening? Your system is overloaded. It's exhausted. Thak chuka hai, right? The body, what is body doing? Trying to accumulate that energy. I spoke about fatty acids. Body is trying to accumulate that. Or what are you not giving your body? The rest that it needs.
Rest.
When I talk about rest, it's all the 4 rest. All right. So please start just doing these simple tools, whether it's a personal stress or a professional stress. If we can't change the external, let's work on changing. That's why I said pick up one new habit. All right. What I'm going to do in the workshop are such simple tools, which and it's going to be action oriented. All right. It's not just going to be me coming here and talking out loud and saying tata bye bye. No. Every moment is going to be, there is going to be a hand holding process where there's going to be constant daily plan actions. You have to report back to me. You have to work with me. That is why I always say I have 100% success, because I make sure that you work with me.
Okay.
I can't heal anybody. I have a lot of knowledge and so-called wisdom, but what will I do if I don't apply it? Right? I may read 10,000 books, but if I don't experience and apply it, it's not going to work. Right? Please do the sensory relaxation, especially for your glaucoma.
Okay.
Right? Especially for your eyes. Even if you have to do a desk job, please cup your eyes, cool them down. You gave me a lot of labels: dry eye syndrome, glaucoma, I don't know what else, constipation. Joby, you're holding on to. I always tell all people who are constipated, all the things that you held, chhod do, let it go completely. It's not serving you. Believe me, it's not serving you. There is no use remembering something if it's not serving you. Try letting it go one by one. One by one. I spoke yesterday. Just tell your body, you know what? I'm giving. When I spoke about sleep today, apply those simple things. If you have a personal, issue, there's no harm in taking a warm water shower. Nobody's going to stop you from that. Nobody's going to stop you from relaxing, right? But people will get irritated when they see you more on the phone. People won't get irritated when you're closing your eyes and meditating. All right, and maybe can be the change that your family needs. All right. So I hope.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was really I think a lot of us would have resonated with that, you know. In fact, Dr. Thanks to Abhijit, you have also told us that what all is possible in your workshop, and it's not just serious health issues, but anybody and everybody can benefit from this. I think this is a great time to share with everybody about your workshop. And I want to remind everybody that Dr. Kitty is going to share some really important tips about food after that. So, Doctor, I'm going to share my screen, and then you can let us know about the.
Sure. So basically, there are two packages. Package one includes 8 live sessions. These are all happen in a group where I'm going to be not just talking about it, but we're going to implement those things. Okay. Very, very simple, easy tools. And as I mentioned, everything has to be easy. It doesn't have to be a tough. Along with, and if you take those 8, you get 20 minutes of complete personal session with me where you can explore if there are some things you want to dive deeper in. Okay. So what is going to happen in those 8 live sessions is you're also going to get recording, which is only going to be for 10 days. Now I make it intentionally for 10 days because I want people to take action. Okay. It is not just get sharp, we'll do it. No. Those 8 sessions are going to be hard hitting. All right. When I say hard hitting, does not mean that hard hitting like this. Hard hitting means you have to work, you know, this group synergy has that there's a reason group synergy works brilliantly well. All right. So you're gonna learn all the simple tools, techniques, along with the actionable points for your health and mind. So what are the dates? I think they are mentioned and it will happen in the evening at 6 p.m. India time, and I'm not sure what time that would be.
9 a.m. Eastern.
All right. So what would this every session have? Because my focus is mind always, so there's always going to be some mental, some intention, some thought-provoking thoughts, not just on health, but even on how to change our emotional well-being, along with breath and posture awareness. When I say posture, it's not just sitting, even when the way you walk, right? It's very, very important because these are things that you do on a daily basis. You might not do yoga full time, or you might not do your gym practice, but you are constantly in the mood, right? So the way you stand, the way you walk, the way you sit are also going to be coming into play because I have been a yoga teacher for a couple of years. So that background really, really helps me. So what are you going to learn? So day one is going to be talking a lot about food. All right, what is real nutrition? And talking about your health in a very different perspective. How can we look at health from a collective consciousness? Right, day two is going to be about sleep, and I just gave a snippet of it today. You can imagine if I wrote an entire book, and Corona was a time when I worked a lot on sleep, so sleep is something which is very close to me. Day three is bursting, all the food nuts. And along with that, what are the other foods that are present? Is it this food only that's all present in my life? Food is about understanding your body from a deeper, deeper, deeper aspect. And why does this disease show up? Why are these particular diseases showing up in my body? Whether it's a hormonal disturbance, whether it's a weight issue. When people say, oh, let's just talk about hormones. No, body is one. Why just talk about hormones when you have even headaches, migraines, breath issues? Why? We are a culmination. So why is this showing up and how to work around it in a brief way? For sensory relaxation, very, very different and deeper state with lymphatic movements, which I'm going to be doing even on the other sessions. You're going to really, really understand how to heal yourself because, as I said, by day 5, you will actually know so much more that I'll hear more stories from you that have this helped, have that helped, right? Because we'll almost be finished with 4 to, by 2, I think 3 weeks might be done by then. And day 7 and 8 is going to be me talking about all the energetic tools that I've learned from womb healing, ancestral healing, access consciousness, and how I apply it in my day-to-day practice. And last but not the least is breaking the habit loop, right? Adopting. I just gave again a brief on adopting an easy habit. But the science also behind it, because our brain needs both logic along with the creative aspect. So that is going to come into play because I love medicine. It's uh, the foundation. But I love when I break and go beyond that medicine. All right. So the bonus that you get is that 20 minutes of personal session with me. Ideally, I charge 60,000 rupees for this, which is $820. Here you save about 30%, which is 35,000 and then mine, USD of $490. Or if you choose, that what, let me just try one session, which also you get. So come in, join in that one session, see how you feel. If you love it, come join for the 7. If not, at least you learn something beautiful and apply this in your. Ideally, I charge 10,000 for this, which is $137, which you get a saving of 12% here, which is $6,083.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for that. And I want to share with everybody that package B, the one session, it is included in package A. It is the first session of the 8 sessions. So package A, you get all the 8 sessions. And package B, if you take the one session, definitely you will be able to upgrade to package A. But if you directly go for package A, you save an additional rupees 4,999 and US dollars 70. So instead of spending a lot of money on medicines, I think this is a great investment. So thank you, doctor, for
That's
sharing these special prizes with us. Thanks a lot. Right. So I invite everybody, if you have any questions about the workshop, do let us know. And doctor, I think we all would love to know what you have in store for us about food.
good. Okay. All right. So, as Abhijit mentioned, I'm on this keto diet and I'm not eating carbs, and I feel I'm losing weight. Again, we're only thinking linearly. How many times have you heard of people that they go on a certain diet, they lose weight, and then they again put it on, right? Basically, it's not sustainable, right? So, whether it's weight, whether it's your health, everything is where I feel only if it's sustainable. And when is it sustainable? When it's easy. And when you really know what your body is doing. Okay, so let's understand this time food with your body. All right. We've always understood food as carb, protein, fat. Do we ever think about food that is it giving me energy? Do we ever think about food from the perspective that when I'm eating this, am I eating for my hormones? Am I eating this for a beautiful skin? Is my skin feeling nicer? Is my body feeling nicer when I'm eating this? And I'm including even the food that you eat out of pleasure, memory, right? Or habit. Today, food is not just biological, food is a habit. Since the day we are born, we've been eating, right? So there are certain habit, patterns attached with food. But now let's understand food from how our body behaves. So, what does your body do early in the morning? All right, just think what is it that your body does in the morning? What is it that you do? You wake up and the first thing you will go is go in that bathroom, your washroom, and clean your system, right? You can't control it. You have to do it, right? It's going to do the job of cleaning. So when cleaning is happening in your body, what does your body really need? What kind of food do you think your body would need? Would it need something like, let's put a lot of oil in it, let's grease it up? Or would it need water? Water, right? And where is water present naturally? Nature has nurtured us with amazing, amazing fruits, vegetables, and all of that. And in its amazing whole form, right? We don't know what is carb in that apple or carb on protein and fat. And imagine when we do these counting in our food, that is what we are only doing, even when we are eating. So food is not just about, how many calories or how many this. We are not eating food. What we are eating is numbers. We are eating something else. We're eating with stress, right? Because one bite of something that you indulged in, you created anxiety and stress got triggered, cortisol got triggered, body is gone into chaos. And when body goes into chaos, body is not going to promote and relax. And the body is not relaxing, blood is not relaxing, lymph is not relaxing, cleaning is not happening. So understand. So what can you introduce when it's your morning time? Try introducing fruits. All right. What kind of fruits? The ones that you love. Truly, truly, truly love. Don't gulp down glasses and glasses of water thinking my system should clean. Your system should clean naturally, right? When you're constipated, what is your system telling you? Overeating or putting in wrong food. You're not putting in the correct food that it needs. All right. So go easy, especially Abhijit. If you can, and for whoever is constipated, go on your fruits in the morning. Don't have to do anything else. Just in the morning, go and grab those fruits. How many fruits? How many you want? How much? How much ever you want. How many times? How many ever times you want. All right? With fruits and dry fruits. Dry fruits are not your nuts. All right? Nuts are your something else. Okay, which I'm going to keep for my day one session. All right. So what? So have those dry fruits with your fruits and see, have that amazing, cleaning system, and you will see, you'll also feel very light here because your gut in the morning is at ease rather than bombarding it, and you'll feel, your mind is actually meditative. All right. So try going on your fruits. I'm going to add something more. Yes, Simple.
Dr. Quick question for everybody, and even I'm curious. So, are you saying we should start the day with it on an empty stomach with fruits?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Of course,
all right.
brushing your teeth, cleaning your system, doing
Of course.
okay kriyas and all of that. But
Okay.
yes, empty, your fruits work best empty stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Best. If you have your fruit after your meal, you fermented it. It's like there's traffic jam
Mm.
with your food, and then you put fruits, it's fermented, it's become toxic, and it's only added waste, residue, and toxins in your system. Always remember, everything in your life that you're doing, your body is going to produce that little amount of residue. All right. And morning is the time when the body is removing that residue. So when you don't allow that residue to be removed, it becomes a waste. And what happens if it becomes a waste? It starts accumulating and taking away water. And that is why we crave and we feel very, very thirsty. You will observe, when do you feel thirsty? Of course, now when I'm overusing my throat, but also when you're stressed, when you're eating deep fried food, have your fruits and see if you feel thirsty. I always tell my patients, chew your water and drink your fruits. All right. That's how amazing your fruits are. So, and I love fruits, but pick a fruit that you love. As I mentioned, don't eat a fruit because a doctor or a dietitian or a nutritionist has told you this is going to work well for your liver. No, immune system listens to this. All right. Immune system, if you hate it, even if it's the best veggie juice, your body is going to discard it. All right. So please have your fruits and you'll really experience hunger. Okay. You will really experience hunger. Eat your lunch, accordingly, depending on when you feel hungry. It might be very early that day. So please carry something with you. All right, that day, if you guys have a tendency that it's impossible to eat till 1. You won't survive till 1. You will have to eat something. All right. So this is warning that I'm giving guys beforehand, but you will feel hunger when you're eating. Okay, now it's afternoon time. Okay, now I won't go a lot in detail because it's going to take a lot of time. Now comes after morning. There's a time when the sun is at a peak, right? We know the digestive fire is at the peak. That's the time you want to put a lot of energizers, right? Fruits are your cleansers. You want to put those energizers. Why? Because your body is going to accumulate that energy and save it for the day when you need it. All right. So try adding those energizers in the form of vegetables, your one grains, avoid certain things. But the simple tool that I'll give you is single grain and add probably a lemon shot. Okay. Why lemon shot? Too long an explanation. All right. Have you cooked with your raw? Again, there's a lot of reasons why raw is so important with your cooked meal. All right. Your system needs to know time now. Okay. And already when you're hungry, your system is going to be so fiery. Don't wait till you become hangry. Okay. Hangry is hungry with anger. Okay. Don't wait till you feel faint. Okay. Please, let's understand that difference. Don't wait till you're shaky and irritable. No. There are stages, okay? There's a hunger scale. Stop at probably 5 for the first time. All right, and repeat the same thing for your snack, where you go back to your morning and again in the night, have your meal. All right, whatever time you feel hungry. All right, don't just go with outside. First, understand cravings are happening for a reason. All right, and if you do the workshop, you'll understand how beautifully well we manage these cravings, and it'll take care of, once you put in the right thing, they will automatically come down and you won't have to binge eat. You won't run around saying, Acha, to feel nice. No, you won't use food to reduce your pain. Okay, that won't happen. End your day. Do this. To all the ones who have sleep issues, before you sleep, have your soaked nuts. Yes. Read about this. Why am I saying soaked nuts? Why am I saying nuts in the night when the whole world has nuts in the morning? Right? When we've heard about this, have your soaked nuts in the night, the nut that you enjoy, all the nuts if you want. Don't go crazy going so much, okay? Anything that you introduce new, go slow, go simple, go with small steps. One step at a day. Pick one of the tools that you want of this. All right, when you introduce nuts, sleep is the time repair happens. And when do you need oiling? When the car is not moving. So when your body is not in physical movement, body is going to do a lot of repairing. Think about food and body in tangent, not in separation. Don't solidify things, liquefy them. Be flexible, be easy. All right. Now, I have said these simple tools, basic things on food. Okay. Go by that. Cleansing, energizing, repairing. Do think about your body and food from that perspective now. And then you'll automatically introduce what's needed. Okay. Carb is present even in your fruits. Not only in so-called carbs, right, that are present in those grains. All right. So I hope the simple explanation on food with body clock is what you can apply, and you'll understand that you're actually tuning into your body rather than tuning into something else. Along with relaxation, along with, body also wants pause, so do your mind, so do your sensory organs. When we don't relax them, we end up with something which your body starts talking out loud. Pain is your body knocking, knock, 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 take care of me. Let's, work. And believe me, whatever pain you experience, sensory relaxation will reduce that pain. Do this continuously for 7 days. And if you join my workshop, you will be the one giving me the testimonial on how this helped you. You understand? So don't just listen to this. Start applying it and pick any of the that felt easy to you, whether it was movement, breath work, taking those pauses, a tool on food, like anything that you learn. Enjoy anything that you're picking up. If you don't enjoy it, it's not going to work well for you. Do your thank yous, believe me. Doing just thank you. It's very simple. And self love only becomes with self care. Taking care and nurturing yourself is the most important tool. I can't nurture anybody if I don't nurture myself. That's why in the flight they say, right? Take care of you, then take care of others. In the similar way, take care of this body. Because if you are really, really awesome, let's say there's stress, okay? But at that time, you can still take care of your body, right? You can still take up an activity that serves you. Pick up something, move, jump, but not when you're already overexhausted. Maybe at that time, for people with high blood pressure, glaucoma, it's the time to do more relaxation, shavasana, yoga nidra, whatever love, sorry. Just take that out. Relax. Understand if you're overworked, relax. If you're not moving and needing a sedentary lifestyle, get up and start moving and move differently. If you have a habit of just moving your arms like this, maybe cross them and move it like this. Yeah, that's what we learn. Do something which is different and new. All right. And for this, even when I'm talking, you don't need to watch me. You can only hear me. Right. So it's not always about seeing things. It's also about hearing. And when we really listen, we actually start applying. So, thank you, and start saying, I love my body, I love my body, I love my body, and I'm ready to take care of my body in the most nurturing way rather than beating my body and beating my body that, come on, be healthy. No, it won't happen. It's a child. Nurture it. All right. Thank you so much. And I hope this food and snippet of all of this.
Priceless, doctor. And I want to start by thanking you, doctor. Thank you for yesterday's and today's session. And there are a couple of quick questions, doctor, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Delbert has asked that how much time do we leave the gap between having fruits and cooked stuff?
And cook stuff about 30 minutes.
Okay, all right.
And if
And
you have something denser like banana,
hmm,
you will not feel hungry for some time.
and to this,
Fruits are water dense or water rich, all right? That's the only difference.
hmm. And doctor, can we eat raw and cooked vegetables together?
Absolutely, please do that.
All right, cool.
Don't ever
And
put without the raw.
Dr. Chandan has asked that you have mentioned nutrition in the package deal, the first session. So could you tell us what all, like give us a glimpse of what can be covered in that session
So
under
as
nutrition?
Yeah. So when we think about nutrition, we think it's only going to be about the food that I eat, but about also, like as I mentioned right now, very much in brief, this we are going to go much more in detail and we're going to start applying it. Okay. Which of course won't happen just in that first session, but the application will continue. All right. I'm going to give the knowledge, but the experience of adding that is going to be on a simplistic level. Along with that, you're going to learn about why are we craving this food and even understanding why we don't need to adopt certain things or need to take up things and what happens when we eat this food, how it's not serving us, and how this food plays an important role when it comes to your brain, when it comes to your neurons, when it comes to your gut, where we're going to dive a little deeper into gut bacteria, right? There's so much of conversation on gut microbe, gut this, but there's a reason why this is happening. So we're going to dive in how these gut bacteria are going to take care of so many things that happen within your body. So that is why I mentioned re-education, not nutrition education, because there's so much education in the world. Let's just, move away and just tune into our body. So I'm going to actually make you understand what's really happening to your body about thirst, about salt, about the minerals, and all of those things.
Sounds wonderful, doctor. Sounds fantastic. And I want to thank everybody for joining today's and yesterday's call. And to you, doctor, once again, you've given so much, your beautiful processes, and also so many tips we can start using right away. Thank you very, very much for joining us and sharing so much, doctor.
Thank you so much to everybody for listening to me, bearing me, not bearing me, but enjoying me. I love to use great words even for me. So there's a joke that everybody says, I don't need anybody to say anything good about me because I keep saying good things about me. All right. And I hope everybody starts doing that. Let's not wait for others to appreciate. Let's just start saying nice things that, oh, you know what? I love this about me. So when we talk about nutrition, I didn't want to speak about this, but somehow, so we're going to talk about love, all right, in the nutrition new education. I'm going to touch that bit before I talk about love. So thank you so much, and thank you, Shilpa, for doing and being this beautiful energy. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Bye bye.